Hello and welcome back to my studio. This is Jim with Sketching with Jim, and I'm glad you could join me today for another sketch. Actually, another barn sketch. In fact, a 3-barn sketch. 3 barns in a row. Sounds like there should be a joke about that, but anyway. The day before I drew this, I had a kind of an off day again. I know I mention this once in a while, but I just feel I need to say that not every day works out as far as a drawing day goes. And so I left it after trying about 6 times to do various drawings. It just, the feeling just wasn't there. Lines didn't come out properly, and it was just not feeling right. Anyway, the next day, I decided to give it another try. And I picked this barn building because I have done barns before, and I kind of know that they usually come out. And I thought this one flowed really well, and it came out nice. All the lines were working, the pen was working nice, my hand was gliding smoothly, and everything went well. I particularly like this photograph of the 3 barns because they're each barn is of a different era, almost a different age. Almost like, grandfather, father, and son kind of scenario. And all in a row as well. So, respecting and keeping the old barn. And honoring the middle barn. And then having this brand new barn at the end, which I'm imagine takes over most of the storage and production of the farm. Kind of a multi-generational thing. The story of most farms, I suppose. I have no idea where this farm is, of course. It could be anywhere because there are no mountains or not too many trees in visible, so I'm kind of guessing prairies or and I'm back to my Pilot Metropolitan fountain pen with the fine nib. It's working really well for me, as usual, and making the drawing process that much easier and more enjoyable. Once you have a pen with a feeling that you like, it does enhance the whole process. It makes it flow easier and actually helps in the creative process. I guess I did exaggerate the size of that silo a little bit, but in the long run, it really doesn't matter. And I also gave a few more trees, which I thought kind of added to the picture. So using that good old artistic license again. As one of my viewers said, you can, it covers up a lot of what people would think were mistakes, but you can just pass them off to artistic license and you're all good. We all develop over time. The more I draw, the more comfortable I become with drawing. So even though I've always enjoyed drawing so that it felt natural, and I was happy with each drawing, is still in development, but has taken time. And this is another pen and ink sketch, colored with watercolor. That could have stood alone as a pen and ink sketch because I quite like it. And you could very well stop after doing the pen and ink section and call it done. Because of the colors in the photograph, I kind of felt this was a good opportunity to add some color. Another one of those windmill towers that again seems to have lost its what would you call that? Is its wheel? Its wings? I thought the birds on the line were pretty cool, and turns out just those little dots for me made of almost the center of interest. Kind of adds life. And now I realize, actually, after seeing it again, this is one of the first times I haven't put birds in the sky. So maybe subconsciously those birds on the line made up for that. Along the bottom of the buildings, I kind of add little bits of grass, kind of to connect the barn to the land and the ground. Now, for me, as soon as I started adding the blue of the sky, it took on a different feel, the whole painting. And I knew I'd made the right decision to go ahead and add the color. Now this watercolor pad, for some reason, has little tiny bits of the cloth or the paper or whatever that kind of come off when you add watercolors to it. You can see in the sky there's a few little dots and bits and pieces, and that's from the paper. It's not the granulated pigment. I don't think I'd buy this book again, but it's quite nice to use. Other than that, I added the red of the barn on the shadow side, and right away I thought maybe this was a little bit of a mistake, because the red seems very opaque compared to a lot of the other watercolor pigments. But I was enjoying the painting so much that I kept going, and I think it still worked. Although if I was to do it again, I think I'd try to make that red a little bit more transparent. And I'm just working on adding paint to kind of accentuate the oldness of those the two left-hand barns. So maybe having that red really nice and bright and dark does give the idea that it's nice red, fresh red paint compared to the other barns that are obviously old and starting to look their age. Especially the first one, it kind of is beyond help, I think, but still there. And as always, shadows are very important in the painting. Give some nice contrast and dimension. Here I wanted to change up the color a little bit, so I added a little bit of blue to that corner. I'm not sure if I should have again, because that did end up very dark compared to a lot of the painting. But there's nothing wrong with criticizing your own work, as long as you can learn from it. A lot of times I just go with the flow, and whatever comes out on a painting. Every once in a while, maybe something will sink in, though. Anyway, thank you again for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed this one. I enjoyed doing this little painting, and hope you give it a try, and we'll see you again, and take care.